and I was intending to do a stream, but I didn't really know what I was going to do. And as much as I would like to wait for people to tune in, I kind of want to hop right into it. Maybe what I'll do is I'll say some stuff about kind of how this. Sorry, the dog. We have to kind of repair it, and it's taken a funny shape ever since. Um, but anyway, um, I'll maybe talk a little bit about. Um, I don't even know how to word it. What it's like to have. What what it all means. I don't know how to put it differently. So let's just hop right in. I feel like I want to heat up my coffee, but I kind of feel like I've had plenty for now. Um, this is, largely a message for me, but with this ability to channel right light angels of mostly my loved ones, occasionally others, um, I realize either way, it can be very powerful for others that hear it. It can resonate in some way. Um, so I was just watching a show that I haven't watched in quite a while. I watched a bit of it last night, and then I've watched a bit of it this morning because there was some video still open. Um, and it is somebody who's fairly well known for doing channeling and helping people heal. I do realize, I can't believe I've never noticed this all the other times that I watch her quite frequently, that there are some things that she says that are very generic. But at the same time, it's kind of like um, some things just are, you know. Like, sometimes there's, yeah, like, some things just are, unique ways, or I mean, are common, or or it's her way of saying something that's pretty much the same thing, but in her words. And I know one may feel mixed about her doing that. But what happens when I sometimes watch this show is it lights up the areas for me that are able to do it. And it wasn't even so I don't know why suddenly I was just flooded with this. So just a moment, please. um, because she was talking to a lady and her daughter, um, who had lost um, a husband and a father. And yeah, I'm pretty good. Hi, Oliver. Good day. Welcome. Don't forget to like. This is a bit of a different one for me. I have some things I want to express, and then we can just chat, and you're getting to know us a little bit as well. So in this area, anyway. So there wasn't really any similarities other than passing that that were connected to what I was really watching. Um, it has only been just over a year since, and we feel the feels, and we're here to support each other, right, as best as we can. Be there for each other, empathize, and all that, right? Because every now and then I get this feeling that when I'm talking about somebody, I have lost a lot of loved ones, but what the weird thing is that I guess what it is that I don't have much knowledge or much closeness, or especially knowledge, well, both really, to other people that are connected to them. Thank you. Yeah. You know, um, like, I mean, one was a coworker from back in the day. So yeah, we had coworkers in common. I had a little bit of connection with her adult daughter, because she was like 50 or 60 when she passed. Um, um, but and the two most recent ones for me, or the most closest recent ones to me, um, you know, I knew the mother and son. I'd met the sister, not a lot, but I'd met the sister. And we knew a lot of people kind of in the city, in common, or some at least. Um, the other one, so that was the 104-year-old, the mother. He was in his 50s. And then my other friend was 32, and we got three people watching and one like. That's, give it a second one, and there's 32, right? Even not, though. I mean, but hopefully. Um, I feel like there was two things, but I'm only remembering one. But I feel like, and I don't feel like any of the ones that I feel like, but I don't feel like any of the ones that I watched of this show really stated anything quite like this. And I have felt her presence and messages even from her since her passing a year ago. And for some reason this morning, I'm hearing, you know, that I'm hearing that um sorry, that basically, one, she was just really tired. That was kind of her worst symptom. Is she was really tired, and she says I'll add to it that she just really didn't have an appetite. Um, I know that to most of us that are going about our lives, um, I don't know. That'll sit differently for different people. Some people will think, especially when you're thinking of a sick person, but in general, some people will think tired, not hungry, you know, but that's usually temporary. She says when she got into the hospital, and I know this means most to me, but maybe you'll resonate with one of your loved ones. She says that when she got into the hospital, that's really all she felt, was tired, and they kept asking if she was hungry, and no, not really. And I'm actually thinking about my grandmother now, which is kind of my biggest experience in this way, because this person I never saw in the hospital, but she was passing. She was actually not that far from where I live. I didn't know it, because I can't know everything, and sometimes I feel like, it's like a protection. It's like a protection, because I feel like she's kind of said in the past to me what I really wanted to have been there and seen her sick. Same with G's sister. What I really wanted to have been there when she really couldn't have a conversation with me. You know, I could have had one with her. Anybody that's ever had anybody that, is passing away and or is in a coma, um, I do feel that they have some awareness of, you know, you being there. Uh, but she says you would, actually, what she's saying to me now, and I've thought about that not often, but a few times. What she's saying to me now, but I also want to say how appreciative I am of the YouTube community and connections as well. Like they're a different type of thing. Um, is that I wouldn't have gotten what I wanted from it if I'd been there. And she actually says, you know what you what would have actually happened? I wouldn't have judged you for it, she says, but you would have gotten impatient. She says, you would have sat there looking at me, and I may have looked in your direction, but I really wasn't up to conversation. I was very, very tired. And you would have probably thought, I can't sit through this. I've got to go. And you would have said, I'm sorry, and I would have accepted that. But it was really best, even if you can imagine, it was really best for me not to have been there. Um, she also stated that, she said what was when it happened most was when her family was visiting her and her loved ones. But she says otherwise, she was connected to, whatever she was connected to, and they were monitoring and that. but there really was no fuss, I guess is the word I'm looking for. There was no, sometimes we may think that medical people aren't doing enough. Sometimes maybe we wonder if they're doing too many things or the wrong things. Um, but thanks for the second like. But she just said no. They just kind of like they came and they would glance in her direction, and she said if she was able to, she would kind of give them like a "I'm okay" kind of thing, or you know, and she made it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She made it. If there's anybody would like to hear from, let me know. This helps, but it's still not the physical. But I am thankful, and it's still kind of hard. But anyway, she made it. Wow, she's actually saying that she had a power as she was passing away. That she, when she looks back at it, she says it makes sense, but she's really surprised. She just, there was a, she was only there for, a very short period of time, but she said there was always a calmness. There was always a calmness. She said that I would understand what it means, and I'm not judging it, but she says that her loved ones would come in and sit and look at her. They'd talk to each other a little bit. They'd maybe leave something on her side table. I just got a weird text. Just a moment. How can I see it at the same time? Well, I don't know. Okay, so, I mean, there's now two people here, and also other people might see this afterwards, but that was really strange, and I don't feel like this is for me. It got what looked like a text notification. It may have been to a wrong number. I don't know. And I can't seem to scroll down and see a preview of it. Or maybe I can. And it's not a local number. Okay. So I feel like this is for somebody. Let me just look at that again for a moment here. Somebody's going to Europe this weekend. And they said, or am I mistaken? I'm going to try and do a virtual trip, actually. That's what I'm going to do. That's one thing I get out of it, because I'm not likely going to Europe this weekend, possibly not anytime at all soon. It's not been necessarily a place I've been longing to go, but I wouldn't hate it. In fact, isn't that where that guy that reminded me of a mutual Ray was from? I think it was. But I don't know if it resonates with anybody else. Anyway, what she said was that what she heard more is when they left the room and were walking down the hall, and her sister in hysterics, and her dad trying to calm them down, and or people talking to the staff, like, is she going to be all right? Is she going to be able to come home again soon? And they were like, we don't know. We don't know. I mean, she seems pretty comfortable. She slipped into a coma. They said, we gotta watch that. If she comes out of this, she's going to need some specialized care, but she might not. Now, in the past almost year since experiencing, I at times feel like this one is even harder than my dad, because I only had my dad for a short time in my life. And I had my school, and I had my extracurricular activities, and I had my CYWs. And so I had him, but I didn't. But Clark, Hilda, and Ray were the closest local friends that were consistent as well that I've had in the 21 or 22 years that I've lived here, close to Edmonton. And um, so it's made an impact, you know, whether it was once or twice a week at the karaoke venues, whether it was the few times outside of that, whether it was an online conversation. I remind myself of all these things sometimes. I think because, thank you. I think because, welcome, where are you watching from? Nice dog, by the way. I think because, I don't know why. I don't know if it's that. I think it's just a reminder of the special closeness that we had. Um, but there's a question that maybe I haven't fully realized was there that's coming to the front today. And if anybody want me to hear from anybody for you, let me know. Other than that, song requests are welcome. You know, she would really love to have me singing for you all. And so would I, quite honestly. Singing, playing music. I'm just not exactly sure what that would look like at the moment. So feel free to make song requests. But this passing of a friend, I feel like has been really one to open my eyes and other people's eyes to some things. I mean, for other people, it may be somebody else's passing that did this for them, but and I'm going to try to list at least 7 things. I want to put a specific number to it. I feel like at least 7 things as to what this person's passing away in my life has left me with, and maybe they'll be helpful to you as well. The biggest one is that life is short. My gosh, life is short. So many people pass away young, and it doesn't feel right, but it is their journey. It is their soul's journey. And even though we don't like it, we have to accept that that was meant to be for them. That they didn't need to be here for a long time, even though we can easily think that they did. Um, so in life is short. Uh, yeah, possibly. In life is short. It's kind of like have lots of laughter, but not at someone else's expense with somebody else. Because laughing together about the silly things in life, the joy, things that bring joy in life, is what makes the special moments, is what makes the heart happy, that kind of thing. Um, as I mentioned in a video a couple of days ago, I think um, being close to those in our life, unless it is really, really uncomfortable to do, just do it. Find ways to do it. Um, and because the sense is that the reality is we all need that. Now, some of us have it more than others in our life. So maybe we don't need it as much because that area is already kind of fulfilled. Thanks for the heart. But part of it is saying there can never be too much, though. Um, and, my friend saying about not regretting at all how close she got to people, how there she was for people, how much she made herself as much as she could outside of work, and her health when it made her just too weak. Uh, she says Sure, she got something from it too, but since her passing, she's really noticed how much it benefited, how much it impacted others. Um, Ketchup, frigid, but it does make me think. Um, if anybody else would like to uh, having a hard time thinking of more than the three, but I know there is some. I know there is some. I think the fourth one would probably be um, even when things are hard or difficult, to only been 20 something minutes. Hello, Mark. Oh, I'm so glad you made it here today. Woohoo! The party's about to begin. Uh, Ray says, "You're welcome." She's like, I gave a little nudge. um, and she's saying, "Look at you, you just lit up." Not that the other people here, aren't fabulous as well, but yeah, I'm okay. How are you? Are you and Kelly both watching? Um, so I'm just thinking of life, things I've learned since my friend passing about a year ago, the one I've talked with you about a little bit. And then I would love to do some music. G just went upstairs recently, so we're good as far as that goes. I'm also just remembering that I want to load this on here. Just got in from into the video or in from being out and about somewhere. What you've been up to? And you know what? Um, anyway, so I feel like, and I know that there's one, two, probably three, maybe more that that will be really to help with this. She's like, yeah, not just with music, but I want him to get to that 7 likes, 7 things. Um, like supplies for what? 7 likes, 7 things. Um, uh, maybe 7 songs. Oh my goodness gracious me! I'm just thinking about somebody that I actually kind of knew before I knew that they kind of knew each other, and don't forget to like Mark and Kelly. I don't think you have yet. Um, appreciate it. Um, um, and this is not saying anything about me and where I'm from. And there might even be more than one place named this. I'm near Edmonton. But this lady, not the one that I was closest with, but I could have been that way. I mean, a period in time, I was a little close with her. Sorry, these stupid cushions. Was from a place called Seven Sisters or Seven Sister Falls or something of that nature. Um, anyway, just dropped a like. I don't know why it takes so long to show. I don't know. Sometimes it's a little bit sporadic, but I appreciate it and I believe you. So I don't know. I feel like, so she's saying, I don't have to be the one that leads this entirely, and I appreciate that. Um, she says that how about the viewers? Man, I wish you guys could see her on camera with me. Anyway, how about the viewers say either what is something that, especially if you've lost someone who was really young when they passed away, what was something that taught you? But just in general as well, because most of us have. I sort of want to heat up my coffee. Um, what was, I've already kind of said, the other day that life is short and cherish it and all that. Like something really kind of unique and specific, if possible, or just in general. Um, I think that those four that I listed are quite big things. Um, They are indeed. Um, you know what else it's also made me? Especially since I might have the same thing that she passed with. I don't fully believe that the test results, to be honest. I think he's not very thorough, the doctor. And I think, you know, he kind of talks fast and said, no, everything's good. Other than your cholesterol's a little bit high and you started taking supplements and everything's good. Um, yeah. But how about for everybody, for people watching personally, what comes to mind? And if there's anybody like me trying channel, let me know for either any of you. But I'm just so glad you're here. I know you missed the other day. Honestly, it was very interesting. One was kind of quiet, and the other one was kind of flirty, thanks to the comments. But they were enjoying it. I was amused by it, kind of. There's just something. I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about him. I don't, but there's just something about him that makes me think that. And I've actually, for the past 2 or 3 days, sometimes, I'm gonna try a different pillow configuration tonight because I've had a sore neck and slight headache. But the numbness in the hands is almost, I mean, not the full time I'm in bed, but most of it. And it's so hard not to sleep with your arm behind a pillow, especially when there's more than one person in the bed, you know, um, or to not have it bent or whatever. Um, I don't know how easily I would do so. Uh, but I would say that, like, I'm trying to eat healthier. And I would say that I'm most, ding, ding, ding. Is that number 5? Continue to eat healthy, to try and be healthy. Um, um, she says, people can name others that resonate with them. But she says the thing that I was just watching, if not that video, but she thinks that video, and like I say, that's kind of what said, okay, I'm ready to podcast now. I have something to talk about. It's just like it was in my head. And I don't entirely know why. She says, because of her, that's all I need to know. Anyway, let me know if there's anybody you want me to know. I so appreciate you as well. Anyway, so is that 6 or 7 we're going to now? I know that number that some people like. Um, yeah. I feel like we're at the beach house or whatever. Yeah, I appreciate that. Pretty good. Thank you, Oliver. Um, I don't know, honestly, whether we're on 6 or 7 now. And I definitely want to hear more from my viewers as far as that goes. But that was kind of similar, but different to one of the other ones because I live with this other person. Uh, but from then, neuropathy, arthritis. I mean, that's part of the reason too. I think for me, circulation stuff. But and being healthy isn't just healthy eating, but well, when the summer and the spring comes, I bike ride more, and that'll help. As long as I get my bike fixed soon. Tomorrow, hopefully. And I'd have to spend a lot of money if it wasn't tomorrow, but it's still awkward for G to be around them, I feel like. Anyway. And tomorrow, actually, he still hasn't gotten the thing he needs for it. And I mean, with my step, he's not always the most productive. Uh, yeah, how is that, Oliver? You know, I guess he mostly does his best, I would feel, though. So, and hopefully he'll know that I want this sometime this week, and I might remind my mother tomorrow. Like, I don't want to like say something uncomfortable, but the truth and the reality is that none of us know how long we have in life. Um, there are even, unfortunately, I don't want to make people anxious, but I'm pretty sure there are often fairly healthy people that things happen. And he's had a couple of 2 or 3 strokes. And like I don't want it to sound selfish, but like I do want my bike fixed. He can fix it. He was trying to be like, "Oh, you're tall and you have to be a certain height." And I said, "No, I'm actually pretty comfortable with it. I wouldn't want to be hitting the handlebars and that kind of thing." The dog was really good because he was standing at our basement stairs, and he was kind of loud and leaning forward, and the dog was really good about him for the most part. Um, I need song requests as well, by the way, people. Mark Kelly, what concerts have you been to that have been some of your favorites? But yeah, other than that, it's to make sure that I'm I don't want to be overdoing it, but checking to make sure that he's okay. I'm thankful he hasn't had any seizures lately. You can't look at life that way. What way? Things can go wrong, but it's important to enjoy life, especially for mental health. Well, yeah. What way though? Anyway, but what way? Anyway, just kidding. Um, hmm. um, just seeing some incongruencies or whatever the word is about something. Yeah, I don't know very much of their stuff though. But uh, but yeah, I did hear a bit of a sad story. I'll just very quickly tell it. I can't remember. There was 2 or 3 different details, but the one that I remembered is that, oh, right. So it was this couple, a house, a flat house. Just kidding. There was this couple, and they were both musical. She reminded me a bit of my stepsister, actually. Step sister. I have a hard time with the D or the F word with him, but anyway. But I don't know. Anyway, and uh, apparently, not if this is triggering or deep for somebody, as it very well may be, we could talk about the feelings, and that might be needed actually for you. But anyway, they could tell for a while before he passed, which it sounds like was at home, or at least he was sick at home for a while, that his eyes didn't have much life in them still. Thanks for the third like. A good question, especially for you guys. No, just kidding. But I don't know that. Um, what is your what? Oh, it's right there, but not there. But I've heard of them, but I don't think I'd really know very many of their songs, to be quite honest. Um, and the other thing that stood out, I mean, I've felt worries about this with the neuropathy and the arthritis, is one day she came home and he was holding the guitar and he said, "I don't know what to do with this." And she's like, she knew then. Um, oh, hello. Man, I haven't been called that very much. I'm not large in the community though. Uh, but oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. You can still have your faith even if you don't go to church all the time or ever. Um, I have to ask Michael, I believe, with many other names for some reason. What your thoughts are about the afterlife and anybody else's too, and then also song requests. Um, anyway, and apparently he passed near Valentine's Day and gave her a card, and she almost didn't notice Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Um, that one's a very likely possibility. I remember looking at that one not long ago and thinking I didn't know about the lyrics, but why it stands out. And what would you say are your reasons for? You said today as if like usually you are there, but now it sounds like you're not. What would you say are your reasons for going? I don't really go anymore. I kind of miss it, but I'm agnostic, and yeah. But basically, um, the guy knew that he was passing away, so he wrote on the back of the card that this would be the last Valentine's card that she was going to get from him. Can you imagine receiving that? I mean, even if you knew it, it would be both saddening and special at the same time, right? Okay, sounds good. I should still be rolling. Yeah, it's only been 30 minutes, so appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. I'll wait to do the song till you get back. But what was interesting about it, well, I'm not sure if you're still here. I could tell the story when you get back, I guess. What's the guy's name? Well, we don't have to judge people here either, Reiner, um, which is a neat name, by the way. Um, I would say that there are some ways that religious people think, or I would say that a lot of religious people put too much weight and put too much um, hope and strength into faith. But part of me also thinks if it works for somebody, like if it doesn't, one knows that, and if it does, then at least it does. Um, I don't know who that is at the moment. I'm not sure who that is. FM Kez. But yeah, it's interesting. Like I wouldn't use that word, the wording, Reiner. Mental health is a separate thing, and it's serious in its own ways. But there is a part of me that sort of resonates with that statement. As basically, I think that how is it? I would say that a lot of people, like I say, because they put so much hope in faith, it can be like a internal battle that's always going on, or you're always turning to God, and sometimes often getting disappointed, blah 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 blah. And you could think, why would God do this? Blah blah blah. And that could be unhealthy. But other than that, I wouldn't even really feel like I was talking about religion all that much. So let me just quickly take a look at something here. So until we get more song requests, I feel like I have been kind of it has kind of came up to look at um, a couple other people that might have something to teach us from the other side. As far as about their passing, I mean, whew, it's a big deep question if we're going to talk about daddies for a moment. Um, and um, Michael Labs, um, what are your thoughts about the afterlife? What I will say is, what can losing a parent young mean? Like I was a bit of a bratty kid, you know. Other than that, like I said, I was fairly close with my dad. If we would have known that he would have been passing, we would have tried to be connected more. We lived with each other. We saw each other every day, but some days not much is really, I guess, what it is. Um, some of the things I would say that have stuck with me since then are the same as with my other friend. Um, I feel like there'd be some other ones too, but at the moment, I feel like you just say just to go to the show. Um, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, technically, they were both young. She was younger, but he was only 42, 43, 44, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 17? Really? 17 years older? That sounds like a lot, but I guess so. Um, so, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But you try not to get too, like, on edge, like, you say, oh, you okay? Okay, I'll be back in 10 minutes to make sure you're still okay, And that would start to, be a bit much, right? So, we're going to have a nice lunch with each other. I mean, I shouldn't say it with such certainty, but I'm pretty sure that we will. Me and the other person in the home. Probably not well rolling, but and then a nice rest of the day, and really looking forward to next weekend and the one after that, and yeah, I do feel that to the two people that are here, that you are just a cookie, although it was a walnut and banana cookie. Nice, hearty, substantial cookie. But yeah, basically, I do feel that definitely is a message for the two people that are here, that to be with your loved one and don't waste too much time. I don't want to be coming across as selfish, but I do feel like what it actually is that I kind of think the other side, yeah, is kind of wanting to um, keep you here for at least another 15, 25 minutes, that will be okay. Like, whether you feel like you have someone in your life right now that isn't doing well and may pass away soon or otherwise, or don't feel that it's, it's still something that you should try and go be close with them. I guess I should decide to try and make that thing happen. I mean, tomorrow's pretty soon. Even for me, that's not that long a wait. But then, if tomorrow never comes. But again, my step has to get that part from my bike before anything else can happen that way. And I don't think the other place that we were going to go to is open on Sundays. So I've sent a message asking, can she it sounds like, when was this sent? Saturday, I guess. She didn't know if he was going to get it Saturday or Monday. But it sounds like hopefully one of the 2 days, so that's good enough. Hello to Grok. Or G-Rock. Grok? I don't know. How are you? Where are you watching from? Welcome. First time to the channel? How'd you come across it? This one did have a bit of a specific title. Whether I think it's the best title it could be or not, I think it's all right. Going to be doing some music shortly here, so if you have song requests or yeah, feel free to make them. And where are you watching from, out of curiosity? Don't forget to give this a like. I appreciate. And yeah, so basically, the one number at the top is kind of fluctuating, but I guess it's not accurate. I'm going to wait also for Mark and Kelly to come back to do this one song. I was kind of saying something and briefly got distracted from it, I feel like, and I don't remember what it was. So if you could maybe help remind me, that'd be great. 100%. Is that what you meant to hit? Celebration? Okay, cool. I'm also being reminded of. So I try to go back a tab, but it's being wonky. Being reminded of a movie I saw not long after my friend passed that I should watch again. It might help spark some creativity. Why are you asking? If you want to, of course you can. What is going on here? I might have to take this call. Just a moment. I don't know who this is, but just a moment. That's weird. Okay, just a moment here. I just had a missed call from Ontario, and I wasn't expecting anybody to be calling. And I thought I answered it, but I guess it was the last ring or something. So just a moment. I don't know why it says you say hi. Anyway, okay. 226. Definitely not where I'm. My area, which actually, a bunch of it has 519. Okay, that'll load in a moment. But it's interesting because I was just kind of thinking about my growing up in Ontario before that call came in. I can't tell you a picture the other day, actually. That's weird. I guess that's weird. So I guess where I'm originally from, uh, has more than one area code now. Because although that covers London, Kitchener, Guelph, and Waterloo, it also covers Windsor. I'll have to call that number back later. I'm very curious who that might be. That would have G's number, because I still don't have a working cell phone for doing these, so I have to. That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. I don't know why you're talking about 311. But whoops. How do I undo that? Just a moment here. Ah. Thought I could do it via here. Okay, there. Sorry about that, Grok. Hopefully you're still there. I accidentally hid you. So. But what was I talking about before then now? I can't even remember. Mark, if you're back, I have questions for you. Yeah, sorry about that. I accidentally hid you. Okay. I don't know why I talk. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. But I don't have a lot to say about it, really. Um, so, and of course, that kind of thing will make certain people think about a certain other thing, and I just don't think our heads want to go there. I know mine doesn't. Um, Hopefully, you're still able to hear me since that call thing. Curiosity is really starting to get the better of me. I don't know if that's the phrase to use, but it's really starting to get me. I don't know if it would resume properly if I briefly went, though, and I think we have at least one or two people here, although it's not indicating either. But just based on the comments and that, it seems like that's the case. Um, but he's made 3 requests, and I don't know if I'm going to do any of them, to be honest. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's really sad. Did you know some of them or something, or? Um, okay, I'm just gonna load this over here. Hello, unknown Jai here. What's a Jai here? Sounds Indian. Let me just load this because I have a feeling that things will show more accurately. What is an unknown Jai here? Hi, hello. Said hi. Okay. Whoops. Um, so when Mark gets back, I'm gonna. Yeah, does anybody else have any song requests for me? That'd be great. Say, yeah. I'm actually really quite hungry. I wouldn't mind having breakfast sooner, but I'm sure in the next hour we'll probably be eating. Oh, that's one thing I was talking about though, is I'd be curious for people to watch and then come back in the comments later or whatever and tell me what you think of. Well, there's one go Freebird. Um, okay, but you did hear what I said about that, right, Grok? Like that is very unfortunate, but I don't know whether I'd say those 3 were lucky or not. Certainly the loved ones are, but why? And also, we have more than one window. I don't know why you're asking that either. Um. Anyway, Max and Me. It's free on YouTube. And also, yeah, yeah. Look at the ideas like this in there. And then what was the other one? Oh, Country Code in 2015. But I don't know why it was called that. But Wake was also pretty good. But I have a feeling that we'd find a lot of different things. Um, that sounds odd. um, Whoops. Okay. Canada, you? Um, so yeah, I'm just looking for song ideas at this point. And I think I covered the other topic as much as I probably will. Yeah, I thought of Jai here. That's a right there. At an Italian cafe / club. It was weird. It seemed like it was kind of, I guess it was like an Italian, it wasn't really a restaurant. It wasn't really a cafe. I guess it was a club. I'd only been once. Um, I can't remember what it was called, but obviously, yeah, I could get a bit wild there, at least at night. Um, do you? I think you mean to say, heart, heart, heart. I think you mean to say, thanks for the fifth like, that you would like to see what outside looks like. Well, I'm from a unknown country called Myanmar. That's not unknown. I've heard of it, but I'm bad at geography and I don't really exactly know where it's at. Other than that, I want to guess somewhere in the Caribbean. Myanmar, not Africa, not somewhere in Africa. I don't think. I don't know if I would have pronounced it that way. I think I thought it was my. Well, maybe I would have. I don't know. Anyway, cool, cool. So we're very far from each other geographically. um, and we have lots of Indian Middle Eastern type of instruments. I personally don't play them, and the other person, well, there's one I kind of do. The other person in the home is distracted and busy right now. But maybe I was actually just looking at some of them the other day, and some of them are quite large flutes, and I said should play those more. I've often wanted to learn the silver flute. Speaking about Legion and logos from there, because of the power pose that like it just the way you hold it, and just looks kind of cool. But yeah, don't know if I ever will. I know I tried to, but I can't remember why I didn't get very far doing that. But anyway, so I believe I've heard of a Myanmar peninsula. Peninsula, is that correct? Says there's only one person here. That might be now. It says this too, and I want song requests from each of you, please and thank you. So just trying to. Yeah, I hope Mark and Kelly get Mark or Mark and Kelly both get back here soon. Looks like there's actually quite a nice combination of songs here. It's so tiny. Um, I think I'm gonna look up some of his songs later, though. I do think I'm going to do that. But yeah, I'd be curious what you guys all think of it. The one that's most strongly on my mind, and I think we're like last year, high school, so like 18 or 19. It was just a well done movie. A nice concept. I like how it was represented, and it resonated for me about my loved one that had passed recently, not long before I'd seen it. So, um, especially the bucket list part, but then I mean, seeing that one friend with the um, tubes, and then seeing her with that as well. So, I said 5 likes, but now it says 4. But yeah, so I don't have a ton of more energy, but I think I do have a little bit. So, well, you're in India, so I mean, but maybe I did reduce what's wrong with that. I don't know if anything is that unique here. I mean, everything else, but and that. But I mean, uh, so yeah, I kind of spoke on the main topic for the most part. Wouldn't mind some song requests. I'm just gonna go get something from the other room. A couple things very quickly. I do feel like I should eat more, but within an hour I will be. What would I be eating? I don't know. That's cool. Oh, it is 11 something, I think. Yeah. You know, we know that we care about each other. We know that, you know, we have lots of good times. We have times when we're with each other quite a lot. And we're there for each other. So, um, those are the most important things. And I think most of us probably do know that about people. Surely not all of them, but yeah. Don't worry about Martin Kelly. It's been a little bit more than 20 minutes. Was there a voicemail left as well, out of curiosity? Because then we can find out. Doesn't look like it. But they tried twice by the looks of it. When I but I only seen it come through once. That's weird. Excuse me. Yeah, so sorry that I'm feeling a little bit slow at the moment after talking for about an hour. I'm kind of waiting for one of our viewers to come back. He said he'd be back in about 20 minutes. It's been close to that. Oh, there you are. Used to be Burma. Is that close to where Kelly is from? I don't know why I'm feeling that. And nice to have you. Yeah, that's definitely very, very unique. I mean, like I think I've heard of that, or unless I'm thinking of Birmingham. I certainly don't know much about it. That's for sure. Um, but I was looking at the song that you mentioned. I don't know if I'd say it's necessarily too religious or not, but it is suggestive. Um, and you make it sound like you just getting you for the first time today saying that. But thanks for asking. Or is this Kelly now? What was it Mark before? I guess because your name comes first and you're the one that reads the comments in your videos. And I don't want to say you're more chatty, but I always think that it's you. Yeah, I think that would be great. Thank you. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's not that late. I mean, not that. Yeah, not that late there. Uh, okay, cool. Yeah, just always let me know one way or another. But what was neat about that request, though, I will say, is that, like I say, I used to do karaoke weekly, sometimes twice a week, and basically, there was one guy here, which is kind of what made me think of that movie specifically. One guy that used to go there as a regular. He knew the host a little bit. He was a little quiet, but he would often sit in that area that the bunch of us would sit in. And he seemed like a shy guy. I liked him though enough, but he yeah, I don't even know if I remember him singing any other song. Probably got the song once or twice. Almost always, there were certain people, they were always like, "Ooh, what am I gonna sing tonight?" I look forward to finding something different to sing or whatever. But then there were other people. I think that what it was is maybe they felt most confident singing a particular song. I don't have any songs that I am particular. Oh, that's a sad song. I didn't know that Justin Timberlake did a version of it though. But there are some people that, um, you know, like I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm as confident with all songs as I am with some, but nothing jumps out as like, oh, these are my go-to songs. Like I think we were mentioning in one of the videos recently, right? Um, it's too sad. I don't want sad songs. I've already done the sad topics, but uplifting as well. But yeah. Anyway, so that was a song that he used to sing all the time. And just like Ray, he had a certain kind of way that he held himself, like that he kind of stood in a. I don't know why it stood out to me, but while singing, um, yeah, I appreciate it much. There is one that always got us all dancing, and but it has very funky elements in it, which I don't think I'd be able to replicate, and it's also kind of could be controversial. I believe it's just you watching right now, Mark, and it is an hour or something in. It was rah rah Rasputin. Da, 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 da. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, and as much as I have a fond memory about Wagon Wheel, it's kind of a boring song. I think. Um, Maybe not because of any particular reason, but maybe. I did a couple of her songs on piano the other day. Actually, I don't think you were in that or at that video. Uh, there's one that I feel mixy mixy about, but don't mind, and I remember her and her sister singing it. Um, Also, I really don't understand the meat dress. I really don't. And the one other thing about her, but yeah, she's got a lot of good songs, though. It is true. I mean, I know that meat dress goes back so age. Oh, except that makes me think prison, which makes me think of the medium prison video. They were quite moving. Um, um, we actually did, a couple of. Yeah, but then if people asked about Bohemian Rhapsody or something, I don't know. I mean, I don't mind the song and I can do it, but isn't that the one that sings "Mama just killed a man"? It's like, what's up with Mother? Why is she, going around killing men? I don't know. I don't know. Just kidding. No. But uh, but in those shorts, but keep them coming. Like I am pretty musically diverse, and when we find the right one, we'll know it. Isn't that what I said? Oh, sorry. No, I wasn't meaning the one that you had requested. I thought I'd said since then that we used to do other ones, when Rhapsody, or at least maybe I just said other ones, and then I said there's that one that, yeah. So you misunderstood, but that's okay. Um, but we got four of you here, so I welcome a song request. Anything that you want to talk about that you're passionate about. Sorry, I'm not taking any of them so far, Mark. I promise that I am diverse, and I do aim to please. But I also, if I was just an instrumentalist, I don't know if it would be the same thing. But since I'm actually singing the song, I feel like I want to feel, at least mostly, what I'm singing. Some of us musicians are more like that than others, I guess. I don't know. I know Ray used to say, if it's a good song, then what does it matter? Um, um, and for some reason, I'm attaching that to a specific song, but I'm also remembering a specific video that I have many, many years ago. And this song came to mind the other day, actually. Yeah, the only ones I don't like is metal, which is not the same as hard rock, and jazz or blues I'm iffy about. But if it's fusion, I can do it. But what do you call it? And I remember we was, and if I would know, maybe we would. Well, we did plenty of that too. I mean, sometimes it was hectic at her work, at the host and this and that, and she had others that she was talking with too. But no, I mean, I definitely do feel like she made the time and space for me, and that's always appreciated. And I tried to do the same. Um, but what do you call it? Yeah, I remember that I played a bunch of songs, and for some reason, that's right. I got distracted the other day by another song of the same title. But I remember saying something like, "Oh, like what if I become homeless or whatever?" Like it's just a song, bud. And I want to feel that way, but I'm too literal. But I think I will do this one just for the sake of doing a song, and then if you think of any others, great. I'll see what it suggests underneath as well. That keyboard does have a pedal, so that's nice. And so let's go on over there and put the pedal to the metal. Just kidding. Like I say, I won't be doing metal. Hard rock, maybe, but I have a mild headache, mildly congested, but I'm not feeling that terrible. Oh. Got three of you here. And this is just a song that I think is a pretty decent song. So, now, speaking of stylizing and genres, I don't know if this one, or the Twilight song, one of the two. I don't know if this one is one that I should play around with the genres with a little bit or not, but I need suggestions for genre to do it in. Not. I don't know if you'd know the song. It's a Beaver song, but aside from that, it doesn't have to be the genre that it's originally in. And then I need yeah. I don't usually combine them. Stop that from up. I think that could sound interesting. Oh, reggae. Yeah, we do have that. What would be the subcategory that I would find that in? R&B? I don't think so. Traditional? I'm just going to have to search for it. I don't think it's that far into the list. Might be near the hip hop. That's in a subcategory too, though. Why don't we try? Ragtime is not. Why don't we try Afro-Cuban? That might be. I don't know if there's one closer to reggae than that, but. Ooh. Sometimes though, when doing that, hip hop would do. Really? Yeah, you like hip hop? I don't think I like that one. So let's see here. Kelly, and there's one other person. I think the other way left, but okay, here's reggae. I don't know if that instrumentation works for it though, and that's very thumpy. I'm finding it a little thumpy for right now, but hip hop, that was closer to the top of the list, I think. It's got a pretty heavy beat too, and that's light. As long as you love me. As long as you love me. As long as you love me. We're under pressure. 7 million people in the world's trying to fit in. Keep it together. Smile on your face even though your heart is frowning. Hey, now, girl, we both know. But I would take my chances. Trying to find the filler. It's just not super obvious. There we go. As long as you love me, we could be starving, we could be homeless, we could be broke. As long as you love me, I'll be your platinum, I'll be your silver, I'll be your gold. As long as you love me. Didn't know you went anywhere. Thought you'd already came back. As long as you love. Now it's suddenly vibrating. Why is it doing that? I'll be a soldier, fighting every second of it. What the heck? There's something wrong there. It should be okay. Sorry, I did that wrong. I'll be a soldier, fighting every second of the day for your dream, girl. I'll be a rover. You can be the Destiny's Child of the scene, girl. So don't stress, don't cry. We don't need wings to fly. Just take my hand. As long as you love me, as long as you love me, we could be starving, we could be homeless, we could be broke. As long as you love me, I'll be your platinum, I'll be your silver, and I'll be your gold. As long as you love me, as long as you love me. I don't know if this makes sense, but you're my hallelujah. I don't know this part. Give me a time, place, and a rendezvous. I'll fly to it. Be there. I don't know how that part goes. And then it's just broke as long as you love me. I'll be your platinum, I'll be your silver, I'll be your gold. Whoops. Something like that. Perfect. Oh, Beyonce is Sing Perfect with Ed Sheeran. That's interesting. Oh, so I do have another one. This is your turn to rap. What do you mean? Oh, in that song? I just didn't know that part of it. Yeah, are you waiting for the day that I do some rap? I don't know whether to tell you I'll be waiting a long time or not, but it's kind of an interesting first lyric. But I think I know this song. Style. Just a moment, please. Ow. Oh. Okay, here we go. I only know the chorus of this one, unfortunately. But I can do some rap. I'm kind of surprised to know that you're into it, but I can't be close to you. I'll settle for the ghost of you. I miss you more than life. And if you can't be next to me, your memory is ecstasy. I miss you more than life. I miss you more than... I feel like there's some rap in that one too, and I might be able to do it if I knew the song more. So I'll come back to that one at some other future time. And it doesn't suggest that many underneath, so I guess I'm going to have to... I feel like there's a song that mentions that P word in it. I need song requests, please. Keep them coming. Huh. I wonder if I could find that. It was really, it just started off deep, and then it was nothing unique. Doesn't have to be. But for some reason, when I heard that sound, I thought of a song, but I'm not too sure if I want to do it. But what song do you think of when you hear of it? I kind of think of Here Comes the Bride tune. What's that? I used to have this by memory, right? Didn't even put up a fight, didn't even make a sound. Found a way to let you, but I never really had a doubt. Living in the life, I got my angel now. Hello, hello. Well, I thought you didn't go. Hit me like a red sun, even in the dark night. You're the one that I want, addicted to your light. Where I'd never fall again. This don't even feel like falling. Hi, Tom. Gravity can't forget. We're back to the ground. Like I've been awaiting. Oh. How was it? Didn't seem very long. You're really late. Everywhere I'm looking now, surrounded by your embrace. Maybe I can be a real baby. last time you watched it, the difference is Halo, Halo. I have another idea for a song. Whoops, that was supposed to. Yeah, it's called Funky House, so might as well. How are you doing, Thomas? That was a short and interesting ending. Okay, so I do have an interesting song idea, and it's a bit of a trigger because of a time in my life, but I think that one or more of you will enjoy it, and so why not? It's not a terrible song by any means. Okay, so let's see here. I kind of like this instrumentation style. That was called, I felt like I was hearing another additional sound in there, which was a little distracting at times. What's a cheesy organ sound like? Guitar ball. You know what? I am going to switch over to guitar. For some reason, this is hard on my back, even though it's got a back and a cushion. So I'm going to do a guitar song. I don't know why you so strongly want a window view. Well, I mean, I know you're in India, but there's 5 of you here. We don't really have a good window view, actually. I mean, there. Okay. So I'm going to do this song, and I'm going to pull it up on the computer because hopefully the auto scroll option will work. And heads up, people, that yes, it is a bit of a faith song. Therefore, I'm even surprised that I'm doing it, kind of, sort of, but not entirely. But it's got a nice melody. There could be something still that you might enjoy about it. So, and you know, you're welcome to make other requests as well. But watch Blue Dot or whatever his name is show up. You're welcome. Okay, so oceans, chords. Okay, that loaded quickly. Now just this. Okay, here we go. Auto scroll. Oh my goodness, this is going so smooth. The computer's not being not being slow at all. Okay, here we go. I haven't played the guitar a lot lately, but what is this guy need over here? I've got enough for the whole band. If there was one. You call me out among the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail, and there you find me. Ocean's free, and faith will fail. Never fall upon the and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, I soar around the earth, but I am. Somebody accidentally unliked. So I'm keep the eyes of the waves when oceans rise, soar and we don't need that here. Okay, let it go. Call me. Sorry, just have to make it right. Michael Labs, are you still there? We'll take a couple more song requests, possibly to wrap this up. What was that about? I want to see that. Who's to decide? Somebody else is so busy. And hi to Miles McKay. Nice to have you here. Welcome. Whoops. I feel like doing one or two more songs on the guitar, so feel free to request something. And then I'm going to wrap up and have brunch. Which one of these is the good one? Doesn't feel like any of them are on that cold. This one maybe. Okay. That. Yes, this is a guitar. You're correct, Mark. Just kidding. Song request, please. And if any of the ones that are here right now think you've liked, and can you double check, because it looked like one dropped while I was doing that. I don't know why. Thank you. Come on, song request, drop. Say, no pressure, no rush to tell you. I think of some Bowie, such as I know this isn't Bowie, but it just came to mind. 5 years of my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of destination. Realize quickly what I thought I should, that a brotherhood of man. Whatever that means. I don't know it, Tom. I don't think I know that one. Second River song, though, so maybe I could do Moon River. It's in my head. Keep requesting, I'll know something though. I'm feeling a little peculiar. I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath. I get real high and I'm on top of what's going on. More specific request. I feel like G might know that song. He'll be down here stairs shortly. I'm not entirely sure though. I try. Oh my God, do I try? Try all the time. That's right, none of them are vlog. Oh my God, do I? Every single day. Revolution. Oh, that's a song I want to do, just so you know. Which will probably make some people request one or two other songs, but see if you can guess who this is. I don't know if it's a really well-known song or not, but it's definitely known. And and I'll not think about how my worker wouldn't let me sing this in our appointment when we had some extra time. Let's dance. You asked me that one last time, I think. I still only know like a small portion of it. But this one, yeah, is very relatable in some ways. Oh. Keep the requests coming, though. I'll know something. Because I do know songs. And you can see I know quite a variety, right? So, see if you can guess who does this one. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? Sounds like a whisper. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? Sounds like a whisper. I think I'm on the right. Standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of the army of salvation. Wasted time on the unemployment lines, around waiting for a promotion. Don't you talking about a revolution? Sounds like a whisper. Oh, people gotta rise up and get there. And Sunday. Well, people gotta rise up and take what's there. Finally, the tables are starting to turn. Yeah. Talking about I don't know Smashing Pumpkins. I'm not going to get anywhere on that one. I know they're popular in high school, but bigger. My eyes are bugging out. Scroll it over. Standing in the welfare line, crying at the doorstep of the army's of salvation. It's time every unemployment line, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know? My heart out with that one. How about that one? It is not a bad request. It's not a great one either. Jimi Hendrix. I probably know more of his stuff than I realize I know. I know one which actually has a word in it that can be fatal. And other than that, I'm not too sure what other of his songs that I know, but I probably do know some. But probably not well. That's the only thing. I had a Hendrix in my family, actually, though. Did you know who did that previous song, by the way? I could give you some clues if you need some of those. There's a few. She is maybe they are also a black. Not that I am, but Jimmy is, right? A black race. The only other clue I have would probably give it away. That one's a fun one. Some people might not like the idea of free chicks, but if they're not free, then you know what they are, right? Not Dire Straits, but Dire Force. But Tracy Chapman. But yeah, that one is a possibility. It's certainly a fun one. I haven't heard in ages. This is where I'd almost rather do it on the tablet, which I left out there because then it would make some suggestions after that. But it does it here, just in a different way. I do like the scroll. Billy Idol. Oh, and speaking of Jenny, well, not really speaking of her, but kind of thinking about angels. Maybe. Let's stick with this one for now, though. But yeah, you do like a variety, which is nice. Okay, so here we go. This is My Name for Nothing. Now, do I know how the verse goes? That's the only thing. Red Wine, definitely. I actually played that on a unique instrument. Guess what instrument I played that on? In my lifetime. And hello to Carrie and Ruthven. I look at them yo-yos. That's the way you do it. Play your guitar and the MTV. It ain't working. But it is working. It is a job. When you do it, money for nothing, and you're doing it for free. Funny that this has mention of a microwave in it, and your anti-microwave. Anyway. That's the way you do it. I'd have to do this on the piano for a moment because there's flats. But it's a very interesting theme. So E, okay. I'll bring this to piano for a moment. But yeah, guess what instrument I did Red Wine on before? That was unique. I could even see if I could find it on there, but it might take some time and I might not be able to. I gotta install my way ovens, custom cabinet machine delivery. Nope. That doesn't sound right. Sorry. Gotta move these refrigerators. So gotta move them color TVs. Yeah, something like that. Not flute. Nope. Here, I'll pretend that I'm playing it. I kind of missed the days of doing so, actually. In fact, we almost have something kind of similar I could use, but they won't sound right. No, and they had a better feel. I can tell you that it's an instrument that's quite popular in Trinidad and Tobago. Red wine goes to my head. Which part? I'm glad that you feel that. And here with me. I have. That's a clue, although I don't know if it sounds that much like it. How's it going up there? Okay. Cool. Maybe I'll have some songs for you. I don't know. Now, you're actually probably, I don't know if that's the one that goes red, red wine, red, red, all the time. Da, 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 da. Yep. Da, 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 da. Yep. I was in a steel drum group back in the day. And they were really fun. I wonder if that would be, I know that they used to do things at the university there. Yeah, I know. There's two different versions of the song. I'm guessing you're telling me the one that has that. I'll try it. Why am I not finding chords? Red, red wine chords, UB40. Should be finding it. And I'm finding all kinds of other websites instead. Because of the UB40, I believe. It's finding other stuff. Oh, what the heck. Goes to my head. Know if I had to pay membership to join that actually. I wish I was trying to do it by memory. Red, red, I don't know why it was so hard to find it though. I'm gonna try again in a moment here. But I was thinking about fun things for me and G to look into doing, and I think trying to find that group again to be part of would be nice. I don't know how easily. I'm just going to actually try and, because they did that song quite often, I'm going to see if I can actually find videos of them online. Just a moment. I don't mind it. It's even funner playing them though. So let's see here. Oh. Mark, do you see any other comments that I'm not noticing at the moment? I know there's 3 people here and there's one person who I seem to only see them when I look in a certain spot. That sounds actually pretty similar. I'm also going to look it up on here. So that's the song I just did. Okay, no, that was Money for Nothing. I'm going to try it on this other device and see if it finds it there. I really don't know why it wouldn't. Okay, so maybe if I actually am on the website when I search it. Close that, please. Red, red wine. Okay, I think I found it here. Just which version is the best version? We got 5 of you here. So let's see here. This is not the video I was looking for, but I'm going to plug that into search as well. All right, here we go. like that background sound, whatever it is. It sounds kind of not a flute. It sounds kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Do you hear it? Red wine goes to my head. Let me forget. Still need a soul. Red wine, it's the good. All I can do, I've done. Memories won't go. No, the memories won't go. My head, I was wrong. It is, but it's on Steel Don't Sound. But I find there's one thing. Red, 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 red. I don't see that coming in here. Stay close to me. Don't let me be alone. I think it's all you've heard before. My blue heart. And I think it goes red, red, black, stay close to me. I don't see where the rap part comes in though. Which version is this? Because that's not the original version, is it? Oh, UB40? I think it's a newer version than that. Hopefully it'll be downstairs soon, G. Uh-huh. Thank you, by the way. Showing me ones I've recently done. I don't want to do ones I've recently done. I want to do ones I've not recently done. Showing me others by them. I don't think I know any. Then we've got... I'm not sure what. Top 100. Yeah, I'm not too sure what it is. You're hearing something that makes me think of the email I just sent you recently. About Thunder Bear. What song is that? I just heard something in that. The original version was Neil Diamond. Yeah, but he's not the... No, I don't know why the rap wasn't in there, but... It wasn't. I am feeling like I'm going to need to eat soon, though. But I'm enjoying this. You're enjoying this. At least it's not in your bedtime for you. So what do you got on for the rest of your weekend, Mark and Kelly? Anything interesting? And anyone else? Anything you're looking forward to this coming week? I know Monday there should be some things. I don't think it's going to be today. Well, there's still going to be nice stuff. And then what was the other thing that I... oh, yes, what? And then 13th and the 21st. It's far away. Oh, how about that song? Although I think I know who it's by, so maybe not. I don't particularly hate them. I actually heard someone that was impersonating them the other day, but I didn't think they sounded that similar. Maybe a little bit, but what you up to? But I found out why some people don't like them, and so I'll take you from that. If you haven't already liked, feel free to, as I play with a fidget spinner in the sunlight. Doesn't that look neat, though? When these were popular a number of years ago, I remember there was a few people that used to come to the karaoke with them, so that's interesting. You just never know what kind of trouble G's going to get us into. Going to have to get something to eat. Well, yeah, same here. Well, not really going for a brunch. I'm making it here. But I don't actually know what I'm going to have in it because I don't really like those pinata breads that much. I don't think. So I don't know what I'm going to have in it. Maybe I'll just have some crispy garlic naan with some sort of dip.
Maybe you will.
Well, hello.
Hello.
That's what we call them too. I didn't think they'd be called anything otherwise. What do you say?
I said I've assumed my human form.
Huh?
Yeah. I said I've assumed my human form. How about you?
Well, that's a weird thing to say.
It is. I say lots of weird things.
Watch this.
This is the looks like there's something on the lens. It's all of these.
No, it's just sunny.
Lighting,
It's just sun.
lighting effects.
It's just sun and it's cool.
I bet it's kind of cool, but it's kind of distracting at the same time. I bet you that if I wipe off the screen, that
It's angelic.
it's angelic.
I really like this idea. So is there anything that you would like to behave but do for, like, it sounds like my life's gonna be pretty quick. What are you gonna have for lunch?
Well, I'm not sure.
I think it should be something healthy for both of us. But
Nutrients.
healthy.
I will ingest
Difficult.
nutrients.
You know, I told you it was the sun. It was obviously the sun.
Yeah,
Oh, now
it's
now it's going in the other direction. So that's kind of strange. How'd you do? Oh my goodness! How the heck did you? How'd you change the direction of the sun? G stands for God.
That's right. I waved my hands and changed the direction.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it looks like the fiber optics.
Like playing a
playing
a harp.
Oh my goodness! I miss Susan.
Okay, it's cool after all.
It's so malleable.
Uh-huh.
This is a gift from the.
It's a gift from the easily amused.
Hey now,
For the easily amused. Well,
what are you calling me? What are you calling Roger Kelly?
okay, so it's difficult
What do you
to
call it?
resist, but sometimes it's easy.
Oh yeah.
That's right. What?
So, sit down and do something interesting. Oh, you actually have that instrument.
What's that?
I didn't think it sounded like that either.
No, it doesn't. That's because
What the heck's a marimba?
a kalimba sounds like some.
Is that like a marimba that
I
is
would guess that.
having a ball?
No, I think it's. Hello. It's because you got a dual voice thing happening, so everything
So what do
comes
you
with
want
strings.
for lunch?
I don't know. What do I want for lunch? Can anybody tell me what I want for lunch? I don't know what I want for lunch. So I'm going to
That
make a
is
face.
amazing, you two, honey. That's amazing. So are you two. Oh no, we are not.
Well, you see, this is the thing: is I'm used to not having meals. I just graze and nibble on things. Have a snack. A cookie here. A chocolate bar there. Another chocolate bar. More cookies. Potato chips.
And are you going to review them too?
I could review them too.
Is there something recently that you'd like to review? Did you put it in a cup to look at? Sorry.
There are sites, you know.
Tight. A pair of tights.
Sites. Okay, so I have to take off the dual
If you set
voice.
them high enough, you will reach your goals.
and we take off the split too. So here it is,
Wait,
the
what?
Balimba.
Oh, I don't like that. It's kind of bland.
Oh, but we still got the. I guess I could have a sandwich. It's true.
You hardly ever have. Well, you do have sandwiches. What kind of sandwich you have? What kind of sandwichy stuff? Here, a sandwich in this way. I have to make him. He has sandwiches all day, all week at work. Actually, tell him the unique sandwiches you have at work.
Here we are back to the ground.
Tell him about your unique sandwiches.
What's unique about my sandwiches?
Well, nothing because you're used to them, but
Peanut
the orange
butter-
stuff.
peanut
Guess
butter
what the orange
marmalade.
stuff is? Wait,
Marmalade.
let him guess it first.
Oh,
If you didn't hear it, I have to go. Hangling. Oh, hanging. Oh, was it, well.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you too. Yeah, you have
That's
to
it.
go. I appreciate it. What is it, an hour and a half? But guys,
You too?
you gotta do what you gotta do. You're always welcome to eat while you watch, but we're gonna probably wrap up soon anyway. So, and certainly appreciate all your time and comments and stuff. Any of the other groups? Is that Curly Man? Who makes the curly fries? I don't know.
I really have to look at myself. Right. We. In any case, thank you for watching.
Oh, did you wrap up?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up with that?
Oh.
Okay.